There's certain people in your life right now that you need to spend less time with or remove. And this video is all about how do you know, what are some of the clear signs that this is a relationship and a person that you need to cut out of your life. So if you're interested, keep watching. Hey, it's Keshav here and welcome to my YouTube channel where I make daily videos on self-improvement, mindset, and making a difference, following your inner compass in life. So the first thing that I want to say, actually before I go into it, is make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and ring the bell icon so you get a push notification every single time I make new videos. Otherwise, unfortunately, you won't hear about my new content. So the first tip, and this is a really clear red flag, a major signal that you need to stop hanging around, being around, or even having this person in your life. And that is they are controlling, abusive, manipulative, and make you feel unworthy. They are somebody that you cannot trust. There is a clear pattern of behavior. They've shown you again and again and again, not through their words, that's not what I'm interested in, through their actions, that they are not there for you. They are not supportive, and they are not somebody who helps fan your flames, that helps the best version of you to flourish. In fact, it's the opposite. You can feel that pit in your stomach every single time you're around them. You're having to justify yourself. You're having to second guess yourself. And these insecure feelings are only being aggregated by being around them. So that is the first clear sign that you need to go to your phone. You need to go to your life right now. Stop watching this video. Don't comment, don't like the video, don't watch the video. You need to cut this person out because they're just not good for you. Now, what if you're in a situation where you can't remove this person from your life, where you have to be around them because they're a family member or they're a teacher or they're a colleague? Well, you need to find a way to just remove all influence they have in here, because you can't control what they do, but you can set boundaries. You can find support. If you need to, you can get counseling, therapy, even speak to the authorities if it is needed. And what I mean here is, yes, the police, yes, if it's getting abusive, things like that, but also at work, the HR department, at school, the teacher or a senior figure or somebody in your team, someone who can support you. What I'm saying here is seek allies who have power that can support you, because you're in a very delicate situation. And yes, you may not be able to get away from them, but find a way where mentally you can remove and counter every single influence, every negative thought that they help trigger within you. And that might be just having your headphones in all the time, listening to audiobooks on repeat, watching videos on repeat, writing in your diary on repeat. But if they are someone who fits this category, make no mistakes, that person needs to find the door and they need to be pushed, shoved, invited, whatever it is, out. So that is tip number one. Tip number two, and this is related to why this channel even exists, why I'm making these free videos that take me hours to script, prepare, film, edit, publish, and promote, is what is the highest good. I'm not looking for you to just cope. The question is not, how do I cope with these people around? The question is, how do you thrive? That's why you're really here listening and watching videos like this. And the second sign is this person, these people are not in line with your highest optimal living. And this is a really tricky one because it's really easy to know when somebody is a 2 out of 10 versus a 10 out of 10. But where it gets more difficult is as you continue to ascend up the ladder. It's something I experience myself. The closer you get to your 10s, the harder it is for you to know the difference between good, which is like a copy of great, and great itself, like excellence, optimal living. And it's not just true of the people around us, but also the habits, the behaviors, the thoughts, the clothes that we wear, the things that we do, where we give our time, money, and attention, where we donate to charity. Like, what's a 9 and a 10? And a 9 is so close to a 10, but it's not a 10. It could become a 10, but it may not be. So look around and just look at the people around you, and they're a really good tell is what comes out of their mouth, what comes out of their behavior. Where do they, if you take a look at their bank statement, if you take a look at their text messages, the apps, the people they follow, like go to their Instagram profile and look at who are they following. Because all of these things, they help give you clues. They help build a picture of, is this person aligned with my highest potential? Because on that journey, imagine it's like a train, you're going higher and higher and higher. Not everybody is going to be there for the whole journey. Sometimes people get off at certain stops. They come 50% of the way and then your journeys separate. And that does not mean that you are divided, it means you are different. But look around you and realize, you know the quote, right? Like, I'm gonna have to go to the cliches. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around. And if those 5 people are millionaires, guess who's next? If those 5 people are broke, depressed, lonely, smoking, drinking, abusing people, just manipulating, bitching, whining, complaining all the time, guess who's next? Guess who's going to be invited into that arena, into that field next? It's going to be you. So seek the most optimal ecosystem. And that is a sign that you need to cut certain people out that may be good, that may be average for you. And I'm not judging. I'm saying if you're trying to get somewhere, the people around you are going to help. So look around at your peers and what are they doing? The people in my life, they're asking me questions like, how much plastic are you using, bro? How much time did you put into your business this week? Which charities are you supporting right now? Have you heard this audiobook by Sadhguru? Have you heard this audiobook on digital minimalism? And those are the conversations we're having, not conversations about what Kim Kardashian is up to, what the latest gossip is, what the latest Netflix show is. Yes, we sometimes talk about those things, but the majority of those conversations are about optimal ascension, inner engineering, whatever you want to call it. So look around and be really, really honest about who these people are and the influence they have on you. And the final signal that you need to pay attention to relates to number 2, and that's being around these people. When you spend time with them, when you meet up, you go for lunch, dinner, coffee, you have a conversation, even your WhatsApp conversation, it makes you regress. Because there's people that push you and there's people that hold on to you. There's people that push you back. Where do they fit in these 3 categories? Are they a dabbler, a shipwrecked castaway, or the potential master? And like I said, there are people, there are groups like the Inner Compass community, for example. There's a free, just making sure I can speak. There's a free Facebook group that I'll link in the description. The Self-Improvement, Positive Mindset and Inspiration Community. We have about 1,000 members. It's a free group and I do free Facebook Live calls. Being around these kinds of people who are focused on positive habits, on minimalism, on nourishing their mind, body and soul. Is it going to be better? Are you going to flourish in that kind of environment? Or if you're in a Facebook group about just sharing daily quotes, for example, that's going to make you regress because you're all about theory and not a practitioner. There are so many of you who are watching my videos. I check out your channels. I look at the videos you watch. I see you in the comments in other videos. And you're someone who is all about the theory. You know so much, but at a certain point you need to ask yourself, are you applying it as well? Are you a practitioner or are you a theorist? Are you an armchair philosopher or are you a street activist getting things done in your local community? Because you can watch so many videos, so many things, consume so much content, not just from YouTube, but from Instagram, Facebook, newspapers, media, films, people around you, your habits. You've got to ask yourself, is this helping me reach ascension, my highest good, the most good that I can do with what I have available to me, like we talked about in William McCaskill's book. I'll put a link over here, Doing Good. Are you making the most of this natural resource that you've been given? Or are you just coasting along like everybody else, like the 98% club? Or do you see yourself as someone who is constantly working towards growth? It's a conversation I had with one of my coaching clients. She said, I realized coaching is not about fixing myself. And I was like, yeah, I know. Coaching is about growing. How can I improve? And that's why when I have conversations with a lot of people about coaching and should they invest, well, the first question I ask is, you don't need coaching. Nobody needs these things. Nobody needs self-improvement. The question is, do you want self-improvement? Do you want a coach? Do you want someone objectively coaching you, helping guide you through the things that work and the pitfalls that everyone falls into? And this is a question that only you can answer. And it's easy to say yes, but when you got to put the money in, when you got to put the time in, when you got to put the preparation in, that's when the real you, the real version of you, where you currently are, really comes out. And you'll know if you're a dabbler or not. Because like I said, I've done the work. Most of you have done the quiz at this stage in time. And if you haven't, go check it out. keshavbhatt.com/quiz. And you'll find out which of these 3 personalities you are. It's at the end of every video for a reason, that I can see statistically, where are you? What is your mindset like right now? And it's time to shift a gear. It's time to shift a gear. So as always, leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think and what the most important thing, the most important action you're going to take as a result of watching this video. And as always, accept only the best and nothing less. Keep following your inner compass, and like the wise man accepts the essence of all things, take only the good from life and leave the rest. I'll see you next time. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you're interested in finding out which of the 3 personalities you are, check out my free quiz, and otherwise comment and subscribe and like and share the video. Help me out, support the channel. Peace.